today. How has this weekend been treating you? Have you had a good time?
Very good time.
Excellent, excellent. Christopher, how about you? Are you good over there? Have you had a good time, sir?
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
Oh, yes.
I love it, I love it. So, honestly, we're here to celebrate one of the greatest movies of all time, if not the greatest movie of all time, Back to the Future. I have to ask, the 80s were such a pivotal time for defining culture, especially in movies. What was it like to act in that time period where we're making things happen for people that's going to last generations for everyone to enjoy? How was it acting in the 80s? Was it a big, we'll say, a buffet of opportunities for acting, or was it something where you kind of had to figure out what you wanted to do?
When I got the script,
Of course.
I was working on something in Mexico City,
Right?
doing a film, whatever. And I'd come out from New York because when Cuckoo Says came out,
Mm-hmm.
I got a letter from an agent in Beverly Hills. And he said, if I've ever come out, they would.
We'll take care of you.
So I didn't waste any time. I came on. I came on out and signed with the agent. And time went by, and I wasn't doing that much. And I kind of felt like I had things going for me. You know? And maybe I ought to get back there, you know. So I made all those plans. I had an offer to go back and do a play, you know. So I'm ready to go, and I get the script, Back to the Future,
Right?
and I barely looked at it because I was going back to New York, you know.
That's right.
So I did the unforgivable.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
I put it in the waste paper. And a friend I was with at the time said, when you were in New York, you would never do that. You would check every thing that came out. And he was right. I did. I would, you know. So I thought about that. So I retreated to the waste bin basket.
Thank you.
Went back to LA, met Bob Zemeckis, we just sat down and talked, and that was that.
Make some noise for that, y'all. Obviously, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is an absolute classic. We're so glad that you changed your mind. But Claudia, you have a similar story where you almost weren't in this movie.
It was interesting. So I got the part of Jennifer Parker when Eric Stoltz had the part of
Right.
Marty. And I only had one audition. So when I went into Steven Spielberg's office, it was Bob Gale, Bob Zemeckis, the casting directors, Frank Marshall, Kathleen Kennedy, Steven Spielberg.
Right.
And I was in there for about an hour and a half. And it was one of the most fun times I ever had. And the guy who was reading for Marty was on his 11th callback.
Wow.
Yeah. They ended up making him the drummer in the band scene in the Pinheads. So I got the part from that one audition. And then a pilot I had done for ABC called Off the Rack with Ed Asner and Eileen Brennan got picked up to be a TV series. And it was supposed to film at the exact same time as Jennifer Parker. And because ABC wouldn't share me with Spielberg, and it was my first contractual obligation, I had to be released from Back to the Future. So I did the eight episodes of Off the Rack, and then they let go of Eric, hired Michael, and the girl that they had recast my part in is 5'7", and I'm 5'3.5", and Michael's 5'4". So I actually got my part back because of my petite stature. So it was just literally meant to be.
Absolutely. Make some noise for that right there. Can you guys imagine, somewhere in the multiverse, there's a version of this movie without Chris or Claudia? I would never watch it. I would never.
I'll tell you something interesting though. My sister's name is Jennifer. My nursery school is called 150 Parker.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's meant to be. That was
Yeah,
absolutely
totally meant to be.
I love that. Now, I do think that Jennifer is a highly underrated character for her motivation that she gives to Marty. I mean, she is kind of the reason that he looks at his life and goes, I want more. How does it feel to know that your character is that motivation for him to think, you know what, I should do better for myself?
Why, thank you.
You're
It's
very welcome.
lovely. Someone, a fan said to me once that it's because of Jennifer that Marty even wanted to come back to the present from
Absolutely.
1955 because she wrote the I Love You on the clock tower flyer.
That's right, that's right.
So my little part got more important.
It's super important. It's absolutely the most important relationship outside of Doc Brown. Now, Christopher, for you, for the character of Doc Brown to have this relationship with Marty, was that kind of a fun thing to play around with, that he's hanging out with this teenager, or was that a little weird that, you know, a genius like yourself would hang out with a kid?
The chemistry was there.
Absolutely.
You know, and Michael came into the show 6 weeks after we had already shot the show.
Right.
With Eric Stoltz, who's a wonderful
Fantastic.
actor, didn't work out. And then, but when Michael came on, and I was kind of like, when we got the news that, like it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, we were shooting all night. And we were told to gather
Oh, yeah.
at some spot, and we got the news that Michael was going to be taking over the part
Absolutely.
next day. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to do this all over again. And I was worried that I did it right the first time, you know, so it was, but Michael came in the next day, and it was just, we didn't have to find our grooves with each other, so to speak.
Of course.
It was just there. And it's always been there, it's never left.
Oh, that's beautiful. Make some noise, y'all. Now, including Michael, the three of you all had a wonderful career in television as well. Was it really different to shoot something for TV as it was for movies back in the 80s?
I thought so, because all of my experience had been in television.
Right.
I starred in 6 TV series. I did a lot of episodics, movies for
Right.
week, school break specials, commercials. And working on a film was so slow.
Wow.
I was used to doing like 8-10 pages a day,
Right.
and in the movie, it's like 3/4 of a page in a day. I had never experienced anything like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really different.
I see. Christopher, what about you? Working on Taxi, how different was it doing Taxi versus Back to the Future?
Yeah, there's a lot of difference. You know, first, Taxi ran 3 or 4 seasons, whatever it was. By the time I came into it, it was in its groove, you know, it was sort of, had to fit
Right.
what you were presented with, which was no problem. Because, you know, the wonderful cast and great writers and all. And I don't know, movies, I don't know how to answer that.
It's very
It's different, but I
Yeah.
can't quite put it all in.
I
I
understand.
loved your part in Taxi. I loved his part in Taxi.
Oh, God. So
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Really, just totally brilliant.
Now, it's not necessarily fair for me to ask this question, but I should anyway. As fans of the franchise, what is your favorite movie of the 3 Back to the Future movies? It obviously is the first one because Claudia's in it. That's all that matters.
Number 3.
Number 3, yeah, 3 is fantastic. 3 is fantastic.
Doc Dixon.
Yes.
horseback riding, which I'm into it. I like it. And he had a roommate,
Yes, yes.
Clara.
Sweet, sweet Claire. That was amazing. Claudia,
Yes.
would you say that the first one is your favorite, or did you enjoy, as a fan, watching the performances of the others?
I'm a fan of all of them, and I'm a big fan of the franchise.
Absolutely.
But of course, I have to choose the first one.
Yes, absolutely. Make some noise for that. We totally understand. My last question before we go to this great audience, if you had a time machine and could go back to any point in time, when would you go?
I would go back to meet Jesus in person.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Ooh, would you ask questions or just...
I would ask questions, and I would sit and listen,
Mhm.
and just gather as much intel as possible.
Go back to where?
She would be
I would want to meet Jesus in person.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? That's
I mean, isn't that the best?
Yeah. He'd send me straight to purgatory.
No, Jesus would be
I
like...
could put in a good word for you.
I hope so.
Christopher, what about you? When would you go back in a time?
Where would I go back? Huh. I was thinking the other day, let's go back to the day I was born.
Let's go!
You know, and just see what I heard about it.
I love it.
Historically, my family,
Absolutely.
and all that, and just see where it all came from.
That's a sweet answer. I love that. Yeah, make some noise for that. Celebrate that. That's fantastic. What we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth on the two sides, and we'll start over here. Hello, friend. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Denisa.
Hi, Denisa.
Hello. You already answered two of the questions I had in my head, so I'm going to pick another one. There's so many iconic props in this movie. Did either of you get to keep anything from set? And if not, what is something that you would have liked to keep?
Oh, that's a good one. Did you get to keep anything from set, or what would you have liked to have stolen from set?
I would have liked Jennifer Parker's outfit.
You didn't get to keep that?
I didn't keep anything.
It was made for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you have kept from the set?
What would I have kept? Geez, I don't know. I guess a prop that was kind of fun because they made a rifle
Oh,
that I shoot a couple of times. And it didn't shoot, of course. It was a fake rifle. But they designed it, made it so beautiful. You know, it was like a collector's item. You know,
it's a good one.
yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that no one picked the DeLorean. No one comes back. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. What's your name?
Alexa,
Hi, Alexa. What's your question?
if you could play another character in the Back to the Future movie, who would you choose?
Ooh.
Well, my audition scene
Yes.
was the scene with Lorraine and Marty in the car,
Wow.
where she's drinking and smoking.
That was your audition?
That was my audition scene. So, I suppose if I was going to play a different part, I'd want to play Lorraine.
Right. Okay. Wow.
But I mean, Leo was brilliant.
Absolutely
He's so
fantastic.
perfect as that.
But what a difference of...
It's a strange audition.
A little bit.
And I said to Danielle when we did a Q&A once, I said, was I auditioning for Lorraine or Jennifer? He goes, I will never tell.
Well said. Well said. Christopher, what about you? If you could be anyone other than Doc Brown.
Well, I thought a little bit about being Biff.
Wow.
But a part that would fit me better, perhaps, is the school bus.
Oh, yes. Slacker. Fantastic.
He would have been fabulous.
Especially in the second one where he's the 50 underneath it, it's got the gun, and yes, I see what you're, okay. I like that. Thank you
I
very
got
much.
plans.
Back to the Future 4.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Daniel, and what are both of your favorite scenes in Back to the Future?
Ooh, favorite scene. If you could boil it down to one favorite scene, what would it be from Back to the Future?
I have two favorite moments.
Please.
Okay, one is when Marty says to Joey, "Get used to those bars, kid."
What word, Joey?
And then one was when Crispin Glover does that laugh and he goes,
That's a good one.
I just love that.
That's fantastic.
Well, I really, there's in part 3, I'm on my horse galloping after the train.
Right?
I love doing that, although it was about 3 days, I think, and one of them was because my hat blew off. And I was told that real cowboys don't lose their hat.
No.
But in any event, the scene is me galloping up, getting right there where the handle is, and I pull myself off the horse onto the train. The only difference in the shot was that a stuntman did that part.
Oh.
So I like to have another shot at it.
I think you should.
There.
I gotta see that again.
Absolutely. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Hello.
Hello, my name is Adam. Christopher Lloyd, big fan. Absolutely love your work. Question about Back to the Future. Doc Brown, he's such an eccentric and dynamic character. How much of that came from your own interpretation, and what else influenced your portrayal of Doc Brown?
Wow. Yes. How much like Doc Brown are you?
I don't talk about that. No, Doc Brown is constantly in situations where at any moment the entire universe is going to collapse.
Absolutely.
So, and it's because of him. He came up with a flux capacitor
Yep.
and time travel and everything, and now he's got to be responsible. You know, at any moment things could go wrong, calculations could be, and it's all. So I like that aspect of it.
Absolutely.
I read biographies of Albert Einstein and some others of that ilk, and they'll have some problem that they're trying to solve, and it's with them night and day, and then one day they're getting on a bus or something, and bingo,
There it is.
here it is.
Yep.
And I love that aspect of Doc Brown falls, bumps his head on the toilet seat.
Yep.
Like
Suddenly.
capacitor.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
So I like that
Very well said.
vividness.
I love that. So what that means is that constantly at home, he has built a flux capacitor, just so you know.
I believe it.
It's possible. It's very, very possible. Thank you. Hello.
What would you guys do if you saw a skeleton of a horse without a jaw and an infinite neck in your basement?
Wait, what kind of question is
It's
this?
a random question. It's like
Could you
like a
repeat
character
that?
felt like a type of thing I like that I want you guys to know if you actually saw that in real life.
If we saw what?
It's
A skeleton of a horse without a jaw and an infinite neck in your basement.
okay.
Without a what?
A skeleton of a horse without a jaw in our basement?
With an
And an infinite neck in your basement.
It's
Not at
basically the
all.
scariest thing that you could imagine. If you saw something absolutely horrifying in your basement,
Exactly like that. Exactly like basically that.
okay, something absolutely horrifying in your basement, what would you do?
Scream.
Yeah. Burn it down. That's another good option. Yes.
Call 911.
I'd go back upstairs.
Go back up the stairs.
Yeah.
Great question. Thank you very, very much. Hello.
Hi, my name is Matthew,
Hey,
and this is a question for the both of you. I was just wondering, if the films were to ever be remade, which I don't think they should, but if they were ever to, who would you pick as your replacements?
Ooh. Are you up on some young actors that could ever try to fulfill your roles?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea who
Yeah,
the
that's a
actors
big-
are today.
Are you trying to say that I'm getting a little old?
Yeah, you can still be Doc.
Absolutely.
He still looks younger than Doc
Come
Brown.
on now.
You're damn right.
Here, we'll make that easy. We just will never remake it. How about
There you
that? There we go. There we go. Thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Hello.
I know, Elizabeth Shue.
Wait, what? That's a good choice. That's good casting. Hello.
Hi, my name is Alex, and my question is for Christopher Lloyd. Can you reflect on your experience working on Back to the Future, the animated series?
Ooh, the animated series, Back to the Future, the cartoon, classic.
Huh?
You did intros for it.
Back to Future Cartoon?
Yeah.
I don't know. Generally speaking, when you kind of do a voice for animation, I find myself moving around, just making gestures and all kinds of stuff to get the energy across. Although all that physicality is not going to be in the shot.
Yeah, part of the performance.
How's that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And Chris and I were both the voices in the Telltale video game.
Yes,
We were the two actors that used our voices.
absolutely. Which is gotta be a fun thing to do where you are just using your voice as your instrument, but again, still having that physicality. Was that something that you would like to continue doing even more, or?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to. It's a good career, too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Hello.
Hello. Question for Mr. Lloyd. You actually started another video.
Oh, wait, we lost you there. What happened? Did the mic die? Nope. Wait, did the microphone, did it cut out? We're rushing over this side. Okay, this is what happens, y'all. There we go.
Hi, my name's Michael Cormeris. I just had a quick question for you, Christopher, and it's an honor to have you both here. If we go back 10 years before Back to the Future, I was curious if you had a good time working on One Floor of the Cuckoo's Nest, and if you have any stories from that set.
I mean, I was 33 or something like that, and I spent my entire 20s in New York City, and then some. And I just, when I'd be set up for a movie, somehow I just didn't cut it.
Wow.
You know, it was like I'd sit there and I'd be able to talk, and I just knew I was never going to be able to afford to help them with the furnishings. You know, these plush offices with, you know, I ain't going to be able to, you know, just and then a casting director that I'd known for some time, and everyone's wild. He submitted me to One Floor of the Cuckoo's Nest audition, and
Brilliant. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Absolutely. Very first movie too, right? That was your first official on-screen movie with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Is that correct?
I'm sure, yeah, I didn't have anything before that.
That's incredible. Absolutely right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. You ran all the way over there.
Hello, it's me again.
Hello.
My question for Mr. Lloyd is about the game that you starred in, Toonstruck, in 1996, where you were the only physical actor and everything else was animated and done in cartoon, but you were in full motion video. What was that experience like acting when you had no other actors, but you were still being filmed?
I don't know what to say. I don't have an incredible memory of that moment. But you just go ahead and pretend there's another actor there. You know, you just imagine what you would say to him if he was there. If he has lines back, just kind of go with it.
That's right. And you got to remember, you're talking to Judge Doom here, so like he was good for that. You know what I'm saying? So he can handle any of that. Absolutely. Great question. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can we get that mic taken care of? It's still not good? Oh, it is working now. Okay, excellent. Hello.
Hello, my name is Shannon, firstly, I think for everyone here, we love the series. I mean, it's just like legends here, so I have to say that firstly. But secondly, I think someone answered, or kind of asked a question that I was going to ask earlier, but I was just wondering if it had ever come across in the years of the franchise, because it's now in the film industry, the way that it has. Back to the Future in itself, the way that it is written and everything has influenced many movies years later. But I was going to say, has it ever come up for either of you or any of the actors in the movies and the franchise have ever bought a DeLorean?
Ever bought a DeLorean?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever bought a DeLorean?
No, I have ridden in a DeLorean many times.
Okay. Was it
And I've driven one.
Oh, snap. With the doors and everything? Did you
Yeah,
go with
with
the
the
doors
doors
open?
Yeah, I drove it around the corner from my store.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. No DeLoreans for Christmas.
No, I asked because I'm from Ireland, so it is from North Wales.
Oh,
so,
nice.
yeah.
That's awesome.
That's why. But
Have you ever driven a DeLorean?
I have seen the original DeLorean in Universal Studios when I was probably a teenager, many years ago. But yeah, just want to say thank you and yeah, wonderful.
Thank you. Absolutely.
To see you both. My question to both of you is, what is your favorite line that you delivered in the movies?
Ooh, there's some good ones.
How about right, mister?
That's what I'm talking about. Do you have a favorite line, Christopher?
It goes like, when this DeLorean is 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Yes. I love it. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Deanna. Christopher, Claudia, I just want to thank you on behalf of all of us for giving us such an iconic 80s movie. Are there any other 80s movies or shows that you didn't get to take part in that you would have loved to?
Ooh.
All right. How much time do you have? Labyrinth was between me and Jennifer Connelly. Gremlins was between me and Phoebe Cates. Adventures in Babysitting was between me, Phoebe Cates, and Elizabeth Shue. Young Sherlock Holmes was between me and the girl who got it. Some Kind of Wonderful was Leah and me and one other girl. Gremlins. Goonies was between me and the girl who got it. That's why I think I only had one audition for Back to the Future. They were so sick of seeing me at all these callbacks and not hiring me. I could name more. I'm forgetting about other movies that were between me and the girl who got it.
Okay. Now, that's incredible.
What was it?
Were there any movies in the 80s that you wanted to be a part of that you were not a part of that cast?
I'm hopeless. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. Yes. Thank you for that question.
Thank you, Ben.
Of course. Hello.
Hi, my name is Annabelle.
Hi, Annabelle.
My question for both of them is, if you guys had to create a certain scene and add it to either one of the movies, what would you do?
Oh, okay. So we're rewriting any part of any of the 3 movies?
Or like adding a part?
We're adding a part. Okay, so if you could add a scene to any of the Back to the Future movies, what would you have wanted to have happen that did not happen in the franchise?
The lake.
Oh, the lake.
Going to the lake.
Yes.
Marty and Jennifer going to the lake.
Absolutely.
Putting the sleeping bags in the back of the 4x4.
Come on. That would have been so romantic.
Well, along that track, I might have liked to have a few more scenes with Clara.
Hey! Family, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Yes, thank you for that. Hello.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and this is a question for Christopher. It's not about Back to the Future, but about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Do you feel bad about the shoe?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that makes all of us feel better. If you had said no, we'd cry. Like every single last one. Who else cried when the shoe got dropped in the dip? Come on, be honest. You're in a safe place. Okay. I like that. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hey there, my name is Curtis. This one's for Christopher. So my favorite film of all time is What Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Brilliant.
And I love the character of Tabor. In the book, he was like completely broken down, but your version of him had a little bit more of that rebellious spark, which made it really nice when Chief escaped and he had that reaction. But my question is, his character was never really fleshed out in the book or the movie as far as backstory. So I'm just wondering if you had like a motivation or like what drove him or where he came from. I'm just really curious.
I felt that he was kind of an alter, what do they call it,
Multiple personality?
Huh?
Was he multiple personality or?
Well, he was like, he was something like McMurphy.
Okay.
I felt.
Right.
But he didn't know how to control it.
Right.
Taylor. He didn't, McMurphy was, had a mind, and he was clever. And he would channel his anger and rage specifically where it really worked for him. Taylor just explodes, and he needs to have this medication, and he's confined. He doesn't have the freedom, because like he does at the end.
Right.
He just, when the Indian escapes through the window, it's like, but maybe that would have got him in trouble. Sure. A few shock treatments to calm him down.
Right. Wow, that's incredible work. Great characterization. I love it. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Guys, we have less than 10 minutes, so we probably will only get through like maybe 2 more questions. Again, if we don't get to your question, we're going to invite you to come up to the stage to be a part of the picture, okay? Hello.
Hey guys, my name is Kevin Castro. This is Christopher and Claudia. So as you guys may know, Michael J. Fox grew up just outside of Vancouver, British Columbia, in Burnaby, which is very exciting. So, speaking of Michael, did you guys, you obviously both worked with Michael so closely. Do you have any stories from set or press, media tours, anything that you can share with us about your time with Michael?
Kind of thing.
There's so many.
It was always good. I can't think of a specific moment at the moment.
He's very positive, fun, energetic, kind, always in a good mood. Like there was no craziness or
No pranks or anything?
stories. Yeah, no, just a super nice guy. Easygoing.
Yeah. He's everyone's best friend. Like that's
Right,
it.
right.
Absolutely. Love that. Thank you. Thank you. This is gonna have to be our last one. Hello, what's your name?
Hi there, my name is Hayden. And first off, it's a pleasure to meet both of you. I'm really happy to be here. This is my first time at a fan.
Welcome. Absolutely.
Were time travel possible, and you can pick any vehicle to convert into a time machine,
Okay.
what vehicle would you choose?
All right. That's
Car
good.
or otherwise, yeah.
What vehicle would you make into a time machine?
Either a Rolls-Royce Corniche
Okay.
Very nice.
or a 57 Chevy Bel Air.
Oh,
That's a good answer.
right.
Well, I'm gonna stick with a DeLorean.
There you go.
And just, aerodynamically, it's got the already comes with a flux capacitor. So, I'm gonna stick with what I know.
There it is. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Hey, everybody, Vancouver, make some noise one more time. Come over here to the front of the stage. Come on this side. Mark, are you backstage? Come on out, everybody. There we go. Come on, move in here.